Hey everybody, this is Doc, and I wanted to take a couple of minutes to tell you a little bit about something that I think is pretty exciting. It's Monday morning, August 31st, about 11:15, and I'm getting ready for another premium member webinar for those folks who are members at Black Hat Community. And our guest today will be Holly Starks, who is pretty far and wide known among SEOs and other people in internet marketing for a couple of training courses that she's put out that primarily centered on YouTube marketing, but she's also known for some products that she's created, one of which was an indexing service. For those of you who are familiar with indexers, you probably already know about it, but she's created a standalone indexer that you actually buy and run on your own computer. That's really pretty exciting. So we're going to talk about that today. I just got my copy, and the other day when I did not have my copy, Holly took one of my newly made SERPShaker sites that, as you can see from what's on screen, had a total at 5 p.m. on Friday of 39 pages indexed, and she put it into her own copy of this, what she calls the badass indexer, and you can see what happened over the next 8 hours. I finally pulled the plug at 1 o'clock in the morning, went to bed, and well, there you go. 4,190 results were indexed in that 8 hour period. Pretty remarkable. What makes it even more remarkable is that I couldn't give her a functional site map. We had an issue with that. If I'd been able to give her a full site map with the full 30, I think it's 30,100 or so pages and posts that are on that site, her indexer would have been able to do some amazing things. Get this, her own sales page, which you'll see if you follow the link at the bottom of this page, to buy the thing is really remarkable. It does approximately 95% of the blog posts and posts and pages that are done on SERPShaker sites. It's pretty amazing to me. That's become a big part of my business. Actually, it's a big part of the business for a lot of marketers who are making really good money. You see it in Black Hat Community. I see it in SEMeasy and other places where people are actually killing it. But Andres Tobar's and Don Van Fossen's incredible plugin called SERPShaker is really getting it done. So Holly can get up to 95% of those pages indexed, and I mean rapidly indexed for you. The importance of that, I think it's pretty self-obvious. Whenever you have a website that relies on some form of search traffic, organic traffic, the more pages that are indexed, the more opportunities you have for people to actually see what you've got out there in a search result. And so, when you're dealing with, let's take carpet cleaning as an example. You put up a SERPShaker site with 30,000 pages, one for each town in the United States. Well, when you get to, you know, um, Kings Island, Alaska, for example, um, you want that page to be indexed because if somebody happens to search for carpet cleaning in Kings Island, Alaska, you got a great shot of finishing, at the top of that page, if not right at the top of that page. So the more pages that are indexed, the better you've got a chance of eyeballs actually seeing you in a search result. And if your monetization strategy is lead gen or CPA offers or even AdSense, eyeballs are the ticket to making more money. So it's pretty exciting. This also has reminded me of the value of doing subdomains because I've got hundreds. I think I bought 1,500 domains in the last month or so, maybe a little bit more than that, because there's an XYZ sale right now going on at Namecheap. And, that's 1,500 sites, right? Except that if I put 3 subdomains on each one, I've now made my 1,500 sites into 6,000 sites, and I've not really increased, certainly my domain cost anyway. I got some extra hosting cost and some time involved, but you get the point. If I can get 95% of 6,000 sites times 30,000 posts, you can just imagine I'm going to be blowing up the SERPs, and so that's why I'm kind of excited about it. I use SendWire. Some people use RankWise or FCS. She can do up to 70% of those indexed, which is pretty amazing because those are Web 2.0s primarily, and it can be really tough to get those links indexed. At least that's been my experience. Out of the box, I think I've been lucky to get 10 or 15% index over the first week or two using SendWire, just letting it index naturally, even using Backlinks Indexer, which has been my favorite for a long time up until this came along. It didn't make that much of a difference with Web 2.0 links. So I think, the thing you have to understand here is that you don't buy indexers just to buy something to play with. You buy it because the more pages you have indexed correlates to the number of people who see your message, and the number of people who see your message determines how many clicks you get on the site. And like I said, it doesn't matter whether it's CPA or AdSense or lead generation. That directly ties into how much money you're going to pull down from what you've spent so much time to create. So what Holly's done is create a standalone indexer that's really pretty exciting. It doesn't need, get this, you can run it on your desktop computer or a really low-end VPS if you've got one with some other SEO tools on it, would be just fine. It doesn't need proxies. It doesn't need that, you know, uh, high, crazy amount of processing power that you see some people buy with VPS. So it's quite inexpensive to run. And more importantly, because she's Holly, she's tried to blow this thing up, I'm sure, more times than we can count, right? Because that's what she does. Uh, so it's beta tested to the max. You can be sure of that. There will be changes with the way Google handles, the interface for some of the way these things work. In fact, we're going through one today that we thought originally was going to put our demonstration of what it does in jeopardy on the webinar today, but Holly was able to figure out a way to get around it. But that's the thing about Holly. She uses these things as vital tools in her arsenal, so she'll keep it updated. Her support for both her courses and her other indexing service have been just phenomenal. So you want to be in on something like that when Holly's involved. Just make sure it gets done. The great thing about having a standalone like this, at least what makes me so excited, is that I can finish a SERPShaker site. I can submit the sitemap to this software and forget about that it ever happened. It's going to take care of itself, get itself indexed, begin creating revenue, and I'm on to the next one. So when you're trying to create several SERPShaker sites a day as you build your income, that's a really big benefit. Now let me tell you a little bit about what she did for me. She did it more for the Black Hat community folks, and I guess anybody that lands on this page will get the same benefit. It's a $300 product, and for the next few days, I think until Friday at midnight, which would be what's at the 4th, Friday, September the 4th at midnight, you can buy this thing for $250, temporarily reduced by $50 plus. And this is where the real value comes. Holly's going to do not individual, she's going to do group coaching sessions for small groups of people who buy this indexer so that you can actually see it hands-on, get your questions answered in real time so that you don't have any problems, putting it into operation for yourself. So that's really exciting. Get in on the deal. Like I said, you've got until Friday at midnight. I don't know that we can extend it. She doesn't really offer anything like that, but I think that gives you plenty of time to sort of fool around with it and see what you think. I'm also going to I'm waiting on some adjunct accounts that are going to go with it that should be in today or tomorrow, Tuesday. And if they are, I'm going to set up my own sort of internal video review of a site from scratch, and I'll show you how that goes, and I'll document it here on this page in more YouTube videos. So anyway, guys, have a great day. Massive productivity here from a massive productivity specialist named Holly Starks. I hope you guys get a chance to take advantage of it. And if you need anything, hit me up. Um, I'm in Skype at Doc the Coach, and you can always come here to the website and use the contact form, and the email will go directly to me. Take care, guys. Hope this rocks for you. See ya.